What happens when you find the perfect tool belt, you find the perfect pocket stuffer, you combine the two, but the clip in the back is just not as good as it could be. That's what happened when we ran into the Weehaw here, and we realized that we were going to be needing some kind of quick clip for this pouch to be great. So we attached a tough belt clip on here, and while it does work pretty good, I think we found something better. Now, I can't take credit for finding this. This is called the Mad Pack, and it pretty much adds a quick clip system to any tool pouch that this thing will fit on. So I've got a couple of tool pouches here on the table. We're gonna try out, find out its limitations, and get some dimensions for you guys. Things like $30 on Amazon. And shout out to Matt HMM for sending me the link and emailing me and showing me this thing. So the first thing I've noticed is that it's got some really terrible marketing for the pictures on this. Looks really cheesy. I think we can redeem it in this video. It's even got instructions on here. Instructions: open utility belt latch, organize the items to attach the device. Multi-device will hold up to 20 pounds of items. Check the latch, blah, 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 blah. Grasp, push down, rotate rate. To remove from belt, grasp the handle and push down to lower the retention tabs away from the bottom of the belt. Maintain downward pressure and rotate device to clear retention tabs away from bottom of belt. Maintain rotation pressure and raise device vertically. To remove from the belt, grasp, push down, rotate, raise. What in the hell? It actually says that. Okay, so it's got little retention clips here. You can see them behind here. So I guess people have said that this thing works too well and they couldn't figure out how to get it off. I don't know. Okay, so we got some plastic that's kind of riveted here, and it's got a little bit of spring tension, so we don't want to open it too much. And then the way that this thing's just kind of like, it's almost like a live spring, and it feels like it's spring loaded, but it's not. It's just plastic. So we'll have to see how that holds up. Let's put it on the Weehaw because I'm really excited to see how this goes. So I'm really excited to see how this clips on. This should just kind of snap around here. Hopefully this loop is not too small. It actually looks like it's going to fit perfectly. Wow. Push it on there to clip it. Make sure we clear the actual pouch. Push it on there to clip it. Okay. It's really, really loaded. The thickness of this clip is actually making it not a good experience. So if this is what you're gonna do for long term for this thing to be worth a flip, yeah, see, it's too tight now. Oh my God. This clip here is really, really screwing us on the top here. And I already know the way that I wanna rock this forever, so I think we're just gonna break it off. The best way to break these clips is just to squeeze up here. And this very strong but potentially brittle metal will just snap, and then this will give us the clearance to get this belt off without breaking our new design here. And this is why, I suppose this is why you guys like this channel, man, because I'm not afraid to show you my mistakes so you don't make them too. I'm gonna slide it up. It's got stupid curves. Okay, so now we've got a little bit less tension in between the belt. See if it pops off now pretty easily. Yeah, it does. It's easier. Still fairly hard to get on and off there. It's a good hold. I will give them that. There we go. But I'm actually able to do it now. So the first thing you want to do when you get this Mad Pack here is not have any of the existing clip on here. So if it's a tool pouch like this, you're going to be just fine. If it's thicker leather, we'll find out. But we've actually got to break more metal off, so this is somewhat safe because this metal's very sharp now. And be very careful when breaking metal like this, because if you push towards you, man, you could cut yourself like something terrible. Okay, so now we should be good. So let's put this back in here. Should just clip right on there now. That does look nice. I'm gonna go without a belt. So we're just gonna snap this on here, no belt. That's actually really nice. So now the question becomes, why this pouch versus all the other ones? And I'm gonna show you very quickly. I've shown you in other videos why this pouch is good. It kind of contours, keeps its own retention, and that's preferred in construction. So if you're doing construction and you're looking for a little quick pouch that's not super stiff and boxy like a Vito or a Tough Belt, this is going to do it for you. Also, you actually get like parts storage down here because you don't have some just rigid kind of slot. you know? So I'm gonna be rocking this, seeing how this goes. I've got some high hopes for it, but to see how it does. Let's try it on the, it's really kind of a one-time use for how hard this is and the potential to, you know, I guess because it's plastic, not always work the way that it does when it's brand new. They ought to give you an option for like this to just kind of bolt it on there, but time will tell. It feels really impressive the way it snaps on there, and it holds very, very sturdy. Made in the USA too. I'm really excited to try it on this Diamondback here. So it's got a little bit of play there. Snaps on nice, even less play once it's tight. You know, that is actually really nice. You're slightly lower because of how it holds, and the Mazzo's already pretty far down. So be mindful that it's going to change the ride height up about 2 inches. Other than that, it feels really good. This is the loadout here. So let's see what we got. I've got a multi-driver. It doesn't ratchet, it doesn't do anything special. I went ahead and threw it on with some bit storage here. Really just have it in here for when you need a 3/8 or a 9/16 or something like that. Then we've got the little 7-inch Knipex there. We've got our Volt Claw. We've got the Klein J258 CRs here. These are probably the most versatile Kleins ever made. They really don't sacrifice much. They kind of do everything and do it well. You can see all the copper from all the use on there. Also with these, you really don't compromise too much. You get a pretty good set of needle nose. They don't have any cross hatching, but they do just fine. They strip very nice. They have screw shears, and they also shear and cut very nicely. We got the insulated multi flip bit here. So this is the Klein insulated multi. You can flip the bits around. It's the only screwdriver a homeowner will ever need for electrical. I prefer this sometimes more than a drill. If you're just doing a couple of receptacles here or there, a little bit of troubleshooting, and you can flip it around to get cover plates off. The screw head size here is perfect for all of that. Get your devices out of the wall very quickly. Sometimes you get in an attic, you'll be putting cover plates on. You'll be really glad you have this because sometimes those screws are that long. We got some Sharpies, we got some pins, nothing too special. I got a 5/16/1/4 inch from Malco. This is the better one to get. Better than any other brand. The Malco tried and true, actual true size hex on here. The LVD2 from Fluke is one of the better NCVs that money can buy. Fairly expensive, but very, very nice. And then I got a DeWalt tape measure. My favorite thing with the DeWalt tape measure is you can take the magnet off and you can very quickly snap it back on there. And that's the Tough series, not to be confused with all the other DeWalt tape measures. Then we got bit storage in the top, and then we pulled the knife off earlier, and I got a little knife on here. This is kind of my get everything done electrician quick pouch. And now it truly is a quick pouch with this snap and go. But on the Mazzo, the Velcro on here is second to none when it comes to actual Velcro retention for a tool bag. It is seriously impressive. So, all right, let's get some dimensions here. So, first off, in case you guys couldn't tell, that's how it comes off, and now it's way easier to take off once you get rid of that metal tab that comes with some of those quick clip pouches. So that's the first thing, get rid of the quick clip. This is your new quick clip. Fairly thick in there, so that was not a problem. That was only 4 inches. Closed look like we've got a maximum of 5.5 inches at the most. I noticed when I did put it on the Weehaw that I kept actually catching part of the tool bag there. So you want to pull this tool bag back out of the way before you clip it on, and then it clips on just fine. That's actually 6 inches, so 6 inches will work. Proof. Gets a little bit tight, put it on there for you guys. If I just try to close it, you can see it already getting in a bind right there. I'm gonna pull it back, snap it on there, and I put it on upside down because I am an intellectual. Oh, perfect. Okay, well, you guys get the point. The fit. It's the fit that counts. So, yeah, it goes on like that. There we go. There we go, and then you snap it on there, right? Of course. Let's go get a leather pouch and see how this thing fares. Now, I've got a better pouch than this. It's currently on my other rig right here. And this is the Fessa. The Fessa has thicker leather. Fessa's on Amazon, and it is very robust. It actually has 3 tier pockets here. One for the clip. And yes, I've got a Vito MP2X inside of here. It's got a handle rig. This thing is absolutely perfect, and I got a video on this coming up. But for the purpose of this, we're going to try this DeWalt because it has slightly thicker leather. I'm going to show you what you can do with this DeWalt here in a second. It's really good for electricians. And does it reach? It does. Now we've got a lightweight DeWalt pouch. I like how it sits down low behind there. It doesn't really intrude too much. It's going to drop this 2 inches lower like we talked about. Not too much lower though. This one's actually going to ride a little bit differently because this clip right here is not going to allow it to go up too high. So that might be a way to get your tool pouch to not ride so low. Put something up higher so it can't go as high. You guys will figure it out, but if you find a tool pouch that you really like and you really want to have a clip and it's like the best design ever, you will figure it out. I'm going to show you with the Vito what happens when you take this DeWalt. DeWalt's at Lowe's right now for like 50 bucks, I think. It's a good pouch, but the Fessa is way better. Way better leather, way better craftsmanship. Very soft. Very nice, but if you want to play along at home, just an idea. So you can see where I've really been stuffing different pockets and stuff. Then of course, when this does this, you wind up with 2 kind of free sort of tool slots for your channel locks and stuff, which is what I did with the Fessa. So there's a video on all these tools, why I've loaded out what I did. Keep in mind, I'm heavy industrial, heavy commercial construction. That's my background. The next question is, are you going to carry all these tools at the same time? Not when I'm working. When it's time to go home, yeah, absolutely. Everything's getting loaded in here. You keep a separate bag and you load things in and out as you need them throughout the day. Of course, you're not going to carry all these tools on you, but when you walk up to the job site, yeah, all these tools are in your pouch. So there you go. What do you guys think in the comments below? I think it works pretty good. I can't decide which pouch I really like more because this one also has the pocket stuffing idea with another Vito that came with the TPLC, I think. Yeah, there you go. See you guys in the next one.